Bharatadesham is one, and the scriptures that we hold very close to our heart is also one. So be the Ramayana, be the Mahabharata, be Bhagavatam,
Yes.
they are read with so much of sincerity and so much of devotion across the country. So coming to Rama, we have some of the earliest Sangam texts even to the date of Purananodu that clearly talks about how the king in the south of India makes a reference to the Ramayana, and we have works like Silappadigaram, the verses of the Alvars, the beautiful chantings of Tyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshita that eloquently talks about Ramachandra. So, and there are plenty of villages in the south of India. You'll be surprised, they're all named after Rama. You just go in the outskirts of Chennai, you have a grand temple of Rama called the Veeraraghava Swami temple. You go a few kilometers there, you have a temple for Vijayaraghava Swami. There is a beautiful depiction of Rama in the town of Kumbhakonam. There is a temple for Rama in a place called Bhadrachalam, very close to Hyderabad in the state of Telangana. There is a village called Hiremagaluru in Karnataka where you have the depiction of Rama. And the place where the Honorable Prime Minister visited, Sri Narendra Modi visited in Kerala, called Tripurayar, is famous for Rama. And there is one particular month between the mid of July till the mid of August where the devotees in Kerala dedicate it, and they call it the month of the Ramayana. So Rama and Ramayana are extremely well found. And there's another point that I would like to make. We were talking about the rays of the sun that is going to fall on the lalatam of Prabhu Sri Ramachandra, giving the devotees a glimpse of what Surya Abhishekam and Surya Tilakam will be. You know, in the 12th and the 13th century, between that centuries, was the beautiful temple called Angkor Wat, constructed in Siam Reap of Cambodia. And that's presumably the world's largest non-functioning temple. And when it was functioning, where we have the central deity as Vishnu Narayana with 8 hands, it is said that it was constructed after the planetarium was constructed. So it falls so much in line on the day when it is Uttarayan, the mid of January, the rays of the sun exactly fall on a motif of Bhishmacharya lying on the bed of arrows. And the rays of sun fall on the central deity of Narayana, and the king who constructed the temple with such precision to the rays of the sun was called Suryavaṃsa. And another reference that I would like to make is Uzbek. An Uzbek traveler called Al-Biruni, who came to the place called Multan, which is now in Pakistan, the Mulasthanam. He states in his records that there was a Surya temple in Multan in Pakistan where the central deity used to float in mid-air because of the magnetic effect. And he also talks about the inlaying of the rubies in the eyes of that Surya deity. So Surya, the worship of Surya is so very profound in Bharatadesham, and this entire belt, Puja, that is above and below the Tropic of Cancer, we call it the Shaura belt. So if you take from West Bengal to Bihar to Madhya Pradesh to Odisha, where the Konark temple is, upper parts of Maharashtra, then we have Rajasthan, and lower parts of Kashmir where the Martanda Surya temple is, there is Punjab, all the way to Pakistan and Afghanistan. It was called the Shaura belt. And one section of Gujarat itself was called Shaurashtam. Shaura denotes the worship of sun. And there are ragas in the Indian music that invoke the importance of sun called Saurashtam. Valmiki states, Tatascha Dvadashe Mase Chaitre Navamike Tithau Nakshatre Aditi Daivatte Swachcha Samstheshu Panchasu. He gives the exact indicators to lead to Rama's birth. He says on the 9th Tithi, which is the Navami Tithi, in the month of Chaitra was born Rama with the asterism, which is the star of Punarvasu. So we have our ancient scriptures which are rooted in Sanatana Dharma, which is rooted in Bharatiya civilization, giving you the exact astronomical details. And today is supposed to be the day when Sri Ramachandra was born. That said, your question was, does science marry spirituality in Sanatana Dharma? Of course, yes. We have got treatises, we have got such beautiful dissertations written from the times of Aryabhatta to Bhaskara, indicating all of this. And something very interesting is most temples, especially in the south of India, exactly on the day of equinoxes, on the days of solstices, the sun's rays exactly falls on the deity of the Garbhagraham. So this marrying of science with spirituality is quite ancient in Bharatiya culture, and we respect and adore science And of course, we marry it so very well with spirituality. So this is a wonderful day.
This, of course, is a very special Ram Navami because it is being celebrated in the very Janmasthanam of Rama after the Pran Pratishtha. That said, Sri Ram Navami occurs every year. So I don't know what makes it special this year, except for the beautiful temple in Ayodhya, which is seeing the Ram Navami after the huge hiatus of over 500 years. That said, Ramayanam, Anand, has been a scripture. It's called the Adi Kavyam. The first piece of literature ever known to Sanatana Dharma of Hinduism is Ramayanam of Valmiki. And it has inspired so many poets, just not in the language of Sanskritam, but across the country. We have Kamba Ramayanam in Tamil, Tunjathu Ramanuja Ezhuthachan's Ramayanam in Malayalam, we have Mulla and Ranganatha Ramayanam in Telugu, we have Kumara Valmiki and Kuvempu's in Kannada, we have Ekanathi Ramayanam in Bhavati Ramayanam in Marathi, we have Jaganmohana Ramayanam in Odia, Kirtibasas in Bengali, we have Awadh Tulsidas's Ramcharitmanas, we have Bhanu Bhattacharya's Ramayanam in Nepali. We have a 1,300-year-old Ramayanam called Kakavin Ramayanam from the beautiful archipelago nation of Indonesia. Bharatadesham, our country, has always tied its spirituality with science. So science, astronomy is not new to this desham, and most of our ancient temples are constructed so beautifully, coinciding with solstices, equinoxes, where the rays of the sun would directly fall on the Devata, the deity, the Murti within the Garbhagraham of temples. And just not here, even temples of Hinduism constructed outside Bharatadesham, like even Angkor Wat in Cambodia, has been aligned with the Surya's inclination. That said, see, Rama comes in the Vamsha of Surya. He comes in the lineage of Surya. So he says, I come Vivaswan, Manavebraha, Manurikshvakum Abravit. I come in the lineage of Vivaswan, whose son. And second thing is, Rama interned under Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra was the Rishi who gave us the Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is recited towards Surya Devata. And Surya, in a way, is invincible. We can't even think of approaching the sun. Even an increase of 0.5 degrees Celsius will cause so much of havoc. So Surya is invincible, so is Rama. And Rama's Ayodhya, Ayodhya itself means a city which can never be impregnated. It is so very strong and invincible. So many connections that we establish. And with respect to the science here, we have, I'm sure the scientists have guided so well, and so are the artisans.
Yes, as you rightly pointed out, there is a Ram Navami that comes every year. So it is not that we have never seen a Ram Navami. Yes. There is a Ram Navami that comes every year. And there are plenty of Rama's temples which are historical, which are extremely related to the Puranas and the Itihasas found across the country. But having the Ram Navamis celebrated in such a grand fashion, with so much of pomp and so much of devotion that is an exhibition in the very Rama Janmabhoomi where he was born. See, to anybody, even to a primitive mortal like me or you, we feel that the place where we are born is so close to us. And just imagine for the iconic avatar of Narayana called Rama Avataram, which is Ayodhya. So the celebration of Rama Navami in the very Rama Janmabhoomi temple of Ayodhya is a big feat. It is a big achievement, and we have to thank our stars that we are here to witness all of that in our own Janmavis.
Dushyanth Sridhar is smiling, but Dushyanth, take us through the moment of that illumination, because it really left everyone spellbound. How are you feeling? And also, do you think the fact that it was carved out of that special dark stone also sort of enhanced the impact of that Surya Tilak?
Very much, Madhav. See, there are certain moments in life which have to be frozen in time. And one such moment was today. Of course, we have Sri Ramanavami being celebrated across the country every year. But this year, of course, was made special with this Ayodhya event. Something very interesting, Madhav, is a Bharatiya civilization, the civilization that has been living for so many millenniums, has always respected science, has always valued the contributions of science, and there are many places in our Itihasas and the Puranas and in our gamut of scriptures where religion marries science so beautifully. One such moment is today. So we know that science can achieve such feats. But we have also known that in the past, in many forms of architecture, especially in the southern part of India, every year it's an event. If you go to Thiruvananthapuram, how the sun's rays passes through every tire Gopuram. You have temples of Nageshwara Swami temple in Kumbhakonam where the rays come. So we knew that such things happen in the temple. But we've also respected science. So, that's what makes, this Indian civilization very unique. We don't carve different paths. So the path to the Supreme, the Almighty, the Paramatma is married to every science that you see in nature, right from mathematics, science, in different forms. So I truly felt that as an engineer, I'm a qualified engineer, I felt that I'm a bhakta of Rama. At the same time, I saw the engineering marvel that there was in the temple. So I saw this as a fulcrum of different forms of knowledge, streams and arts today. That's how I saw, and that's how I see Bharata Desham itself to be.